like negligence on so many levels. I was hearing that there's no water for the fire hydrants. It's these people are hiring the wrong way. They're not hiring for people who didn't know how to. It says, how many levels can you mess up, dude? Like, oh man.
That's something they have to live with, and but that's something that community has to live with. And it's really sad. I mean, I have many friends that are, looking for a place to put a roof over their heads, and
it's 35% contained.
Kids,
great.
And, they're traumatized.
That's somewhat good news.
Someone should answer for it, but we'll see. I think we know who the culprits are. In fact, my son he's a member of the volunteer fire brigade. He sort of interfaces between LA County Fire and people, and they assist them where they can during, before, and after the blaze. And apparently the residents in Corral Canyon caught an arsonist up there. And the guy was all tooled up with fire gear and equipment and stuff like that, and ready to go. And he had been lighting fires, but they corralled the guy in Corral Canyon and gave him to the police. So
yeah, apparently
there are people actively going around looking for these conditions. Yeah.
Yeah, apparently, Mel, that individual was never charged. It's a very confusing set of facts because apparently he was reportedly trying to light things on fire, but it's not the fires, I guess, that they're... I mean, it all seems very bizarre, but they have not ruled out that arson could have started the first fire.
So now that's definitely that's like heavy right now. It's heavy in the conversation that there is some kind of arson going on right now.
There's obviously still investigating this, and at the same time, Mel, there are numerous complaints.
I'm trying to find the video of them capturing the guy. I think I only seen it on Instagram. I didn't see it on X. I'll try to get that.
As you alluded to, that the fire hydrants did not have water or water pressure, and the LA fire chief herself reacted. Watch this.
My stance on this is when a firefighter comes up to a hydrant,
Okay, by the way, I'm just giving the context here. She's now finally like throwing these people under the bus. These folks failed her, and it took her forever for her to finally say it.
we expect there's going to be water. We don't control the water supply. Our firefighters are there to protect lives and property and to make sure that we're properly trained and equipped. That's my position on this. So if there's no water, I don't know how the water gets to the hydrants.
Mal, reaction to that?
Well, you know, I know they were messing with the water. Letting reserves go for one reason or another. They've been doing that a while. California has a lot of problems that sort of baffle the mind as far as why they do things. And then in the events like this, you sort of look, well, is it on purpose? Which, it's an insane thing to think. But one begins to ponder
That's crazy.
whether or not there is a purpose in mind. What could it be, you know? I don't know. Do they want the state empty? I don't know.
Well, Mel, there's already talk, and we played a couple of sound bites of reimagining the way rebuilding occurs, and obviously there's a great need for high-density housing in California and across the country. That's a big push by the climate.
I do want to say that's another thing. The 15-minute cities. It seems like there is, I guess, talks of all these places like in Lahaina in Hawaii. They just burnt that place down allegedly. Prayers to my heart and prayers go to those families. It's so crazy the day and age that we're living in right now, that there is talks of people that go out and burn people's land that there's people living on. Businesses, homes, schools, churches. lives, pictures, animals, like communities. They're burning this stuff alive so these big corporations can come in and build these 15-minute cities where everything is 15 minutes. You don't need to have a car. Your house, you're stacked on top of each other. You're living in this tiny little house stacked upon each other, and everything's 15 minutes away. You can walk to everything. So, allegedly, how it's said is they pick these places that are great places to be, that people are living on, and they burn them, or they have these disasters. Allegedly, I'm not saying that this is actually happening, but it is crazy. Back to what I'm saying, it's crazy that we're in a time to where there are talks of people that do things like this,
folks, and you're already hearing rumblings of that. In this case, like goodbye single-family homes, hello high-density housing.
Yeah. It's
it's crazy.
It's pretty scary, and it'll take decades to do that too. It's like even if if it's a good idea, which I don't know if it is, but reminds me of the old cattle barons clearing people off the land, But
that's crazy.
I don't know. I can make all kinds of horrible theories up in my head, conspiracy theories and everything else. But it just seemed a little convenient that there was no water, and and that the wind conditions were right, and that there are people ready and willing and able to start fires. And are they commissioned to do so, or are they just acting on their own volition? I don't know. But they seem pretty well equipped, some of these people that they're catching.
A lot of questions. A lot of questions, Mel. Mel, a message tonight.
I'll sift through the remains of my place and see if I can find any clues for you.
Mel, any message from you to Governor Newsom or Karen Bass tonight?
Spend less on hair gel.
That clip.